And a very good evening, everybody. Welcome along to tonight's Schumacher Series and a race that promises to be very, very, very interesting at the moment. V-Ducks out in front on the championship on 232 points over Rico on 170, CSAVs on 163 and 155 for sec. I'll show you those standings a little bit later on, but we're getting stuck straight into short qualifying here. It should be an absolutely fascinating race here today. Let's see if we're going to get sunshine here at Italy. Are we going to get a little bit of rain? Are we going to be testing the boys? Few regular faces back. Cato is back. Vlad is back. Great to see Hickey Cat on track. Oaten's has got racing with no force feedback tonight, so that'll be an absolute hoot. Not. Audi Man's back in today. Good to have you along, my friend. Sinker, Ronaldinho, A-Lock, as always. DJ Millsy, a big shout out to you as well. Of course, Rico and Deca Rebo, nice to have you guys along as well. So it's going to be one-shot qualifying. We'll be able to kick our feet up while they do that. In fact, while they do that, let's take a look at the championship standings. There it is on screen at the moment for you. All the way down to Valhalla in 19th spot. V-Ducks, Rico, and you've got CSAVs, Sec, Viking. Chica Viking was leading this series at one stage too. Not today. Falling back down through the ranks. Come on, Captain Viking. You can lift your game. I know you will. We've got, and actually this is probably around where Viking might go pretty well too, because he tends not to qualify and do the hard charging from the rear of the field. But with the sprint race on today, might be starting from a somewhat normal, quote unquote, starting position. So it could be a lot of fun. Then we've got Cheeky Otter, then we've got Noxie, Hickey Cat, DJ Millsy, and Oaten's rounding out the top 10. Okay, we'll give you an idea of what the racetrack is like. Let's go on board with one of our pilots. See who we've got out there. CSAVs, that'll do nicely. Qualifying getting underway, 16 seconds. Be interesting to see if the Viking does come out onto the track. He's having his out lap at the moment is CSAVs. There is a car up ahead of him. Audi Man's out. You've got V-Ducks out as well. A-Lock, Hickey Cat. Just a warm-up right at the moment. Not using any of his ERS. Just trying to get temperature into the tyres. I'll bring up some data for you as well. There's our track map, telemetry, tyres, and we'll stick with fastest lap. Okay, let's get a feel for this with CSAVs here at Imola. Slows down for the final turn, drops it back to fifth gear, runs it nice and wide, trying to gain as much momentum before he hits that start-finish line as possible. Onto the start-finish straight he comes. 8th gear, DRS open now. Flat stick all the way up to 348 kilometres now. 349, back down through the gears. Big brake lock up there too. Back to third. Short shifts to fourth. Power down, yellow flag ahead. There's a car off to the left-hand side of the track. Up through the gears. 7th gear, 8th gear. Trying to hold it up against the white line. The hard braking area of this left-right chicane. Back to 4th gear. You can hear the tyres screaming in protest. 5th gear on the exit. 6th gear. Drops it back to 5th, just misses the apex a little bit, runs a little bit wide as a result. Car wanted to snap. Beautiful through this section. Now another long straight. DRS open, 60% of the ERS used. Down to this super fast chicane. If you get it wrong, you're into a wall. If you get it right, you make up a stack of time. CSAV's impeccable, as you would suggest. 50% of the ERS got on that flying lap. One more turn to negotiate. Let's see what he can do. I dare say it'll be the benchmark time. Runs a little bit wide there. Alderman goes a 120.72. On his first flying lap, A-Lock a 121, CSAV's 119 straight away. 119.976 for him. Problems there for Audi Man. He's had a little bit of an off on board with A-Lock. Just scanning down the list. No, the Viking's still in the pits. I thought he might come out and have a go here this week. Big screamer protest from A-Lock's brakes, tyres as well as he jumps on the brakes. Smooth through that section of the track. He's got a car up in front that might actually help him out. He might get a little bit of slipstream. Decides not to use it. A car gets out of the way nicely. I think that was DJ Millsy. Just didn't get a good glimpse of the car. Could be wrong. Final turn for A-Lock. Does he improve? He slipped down to 5th spot. 121.154 the time to beat. Rico has jumped up to 2nd. No, he's going straight to the pits. I think by the looks of it, most of them are what CSAV's doing. He's going into the pits. Rico looks like he's still... No, he's not using any ARS, so he's coming into the pits. What about Cheeky Otter on board the Ferrari? I think he's making his way back into. ARS is going up, not down. Sinker, the McLaren pilot, sits there in 6th at the moment with a 121.43. And he's pit bound as well. The only other runner on track is Hickey Cat. He's got 90% of his ERS, so maybe he's launching off on a flying out. No, he's coming into the pits. Noxie's out on track. Let's see what he can clock up. Oh, good job. Straight to 4th. 120.688. 4th fastest. And only just a pimple behind Cheeky Otter. And DJ Millsy for that matter. So good effort there. DJ Millsy jumps up into 3rd quickest. He's just completed his flying lap. V-Duck's retiring from the session. He wants to start from the back of the pack. Otens is on an out lap. Let's check in with him because he's racing with no force feedback tonight and he's gone straight in off the track and into the wall. He's DNF'd. We jumped on board at the right time, or wrong time for him. And he's planted into the wall, unfortunately. And will despawn any second. DJ Millsy's elected to stay out. There's still 10 minutes, nearly 11 minutes of this session to go. He's recharging his ERS. Is he going to have another go, or is he going to come into the pits? I dare say he'll come into the pits. Yeah, too low on fuel. So running light fuel loads, only having 1 flyers at the moment, these guys. And Cato and Vlad still haven't come out on track for a lap yet. Neither has the Viking. The 3 of them at the back of the pack. Decaribo hasn't come out. And Ronaldinho hasn't come out yet. Ducking and weaving going on. So, at this stage, I can hear 1 car out on track. Les Audi Man. He's clicking down through his ERS, so he's trying. Nice through that section of the track, nice and smooth. 6th gear, drops it back to 4th. Goes back to 4th to get a bit more turn in. Back up to 6, short shifts. 4th again. Onto this second DRS area. Zooms right up behind a slow moving car. Tries to get as much slipstream as possible. onto the final straight before that last turn. Let's see if he goes back to 5th or 4th here. 4th. And runs wide. That should be... It didn't invalidate. Didn't invalidate. He must not have gained time there. But he did gain time on the board. He moves up to 3rd fastest. 120.183. Great job. So it's CSADS, Rico, Audi Man, Noxie, DJ Mills. You've got Cheeky Otter, A-Lock, Sinker, Hickey Cat, and Jackaribo, who's still down in the pits and has not set a time just yet. 8 minutes left of this session. Now, Hickey Cat, I think he might be having a try. Yep. The Scuderia Ferrari Corsa. Oh, Rico has just put in a blinder. He's gone to the top of the pops. 119.87. New fastest man in this session. Throws down the gauntlet to CSADS. Throws it down. Let's rejoin Hickey Cat. See what he can do. Purple second sector for Hickey Cat. And I think he just invalidated. It's gone red, has it? He's still going for it. It's definitely red on my screen. Yep, he's going to the pits. Straight to the pits. So CSAVS is deciding not to come out. He's going to just rest on his laurels as Hickey Cat, Cheeky Otter, 3rd quickest with 119.9. Slows it right down, and he did that with a bit of fuel in the car too. He's staying out on track, and no red indication to say that he's low on gas. Binny Formula One, Schumacher Series usually has great battles. I concur. I absolutely agree. You're rooting for Rico tonight. Nice. Trixie, hi, how are you, brother? Nice to see you, my friend. Yeah, apologies, everyone. I couldn't be here last week. I was a little bit crook. I actually took a couple of days off work to try and get over it. So, sorry I wasn't here. I missed it. It's my Sunday night thing. Good fun. Okay, let's keep an eye. Let's see. I'm wondering if Cheeky Otter's going to have another go. No, he's going to the pits by the look of it. So to DJ Millsy. 6 minutes left of this session. And the only one that's out there at the moment is Sinker. His fuel light blinking and is not on a flyer. The McLaren team making its way back to the garage. Yeah, Vlad hasn't come out and put in a lap. Cato did. Cato's in 9th with a 121.0, but no Vlad. He's already posting in chat that he's got new pedals, so he might be slow. I reckon that is sandbagging. I reckon he's playing the game, the psychological game. I reckon he'll be, you watch, lightning. Okay, let's ride on board with Audi Man. He's starting another flyer. DRS open, ERS engaged. Brakes just past the 100 metre mark, turns and he goes all the way back to 2nd there. But clean on acceleration. Short shifts from 3rd to 5th by the look of that, unless I've got some sort of latency. I think A-Lock's out on a flyer as well. Let's just check in with A-Lock. No, he's just about to start a flyer. So Audi Man's had a bit of a moment. Back of the car stepping out there. looking to improve on that 120.183. Yeah, that's what I reckon, Drix. What pedals? I reckon he's playing a psychological game. I know that after this is over, he's so going to spam my my Discord. Let's see what Audi Man can do. Onto the start-finish straight. Wasn't the cleanest lap, no, and he's decided to bow. Oh no, he's coming down across the start-finish line. Does he improve? He does. 1:19.93. For a couple of times that he got a little bit of oversteer, but it didn't affect his overall time, and that is just a fraction off Rico's time. So great job by Audi Man to be on the front row of the grid with 3 minutes of qualifying left to go. Now Hickey Cat's come back out onto the track. Or did he stay out? No, his fuel light's flashing. So at this stage it's Rico, Audi Man, C-Savs, Cheeky Otter, Hickey Cat, Noxie, A-Lock. Looks like A-Lock's. No, he's coming back into the pits. What about Jackaribo? He's got 6% ERS, so he's not going to improve on his time. In 11th at the moment. Cato in 10th. Ronaldinho in 12th. Is Ronaldinho out on track? Yeah, he is. And he's on it, giving it a go. Let's see what he can do. Using all of the available track. A little bit of wheel adjustment as he made his way onto that final straight. Don't think it would have cost him too much time though. Back to 5th gear, turns the car in, lets it run wide, starts driving up through the gears. Can he improve? 12th fastest at the moment. Goes 11th, 122.2 for Ronaldinho. BJ Millsy's just about to start a flyer, warming up his tyres in the final turn. Why didn't you qualify, Val? Let's see what Millsy can do. Oh, hard on the brakes into that first turn. Gets through the chicane, starts winding the car up. 5th gear, 6th gear, 7th. Holds a nice tight line through there, so he's absolutely trying. He's got a car off the track in front. Hopefully it doesn't rejoint. No. Nice job. I think that might have been Beatty Nuts on his out lap. Was it? Or... yeah, I dare say so. Let's go back to Millsy. He's done a very good second sector here. Very quick second sector. And beautifully driven onto the final straight. Yellow flag in sector 3. That's just for a slower car. Nobody's had an off. Let's see what DJ Millsy can do. Start finish line in sight, comes down across the line, moves to 6th, 120.126 for him. So he's made some progress. So too Noxie. He's onto the back straight now. Looking to improve on a 120.4. Only 2 minutes remaining in this session. And he won't get another run. He's got 40% ERS. He may not need it. What's he going to do? Stays 7th, 120.25. That one at 122.57. So 1/1000th of a second slower than his best lap. A-Lock, he's still got a chance. He's on a push lap. Rico's not on a push lap, but I don't think he's going to get a chance because the checkered flag is out. 2 minutes before the game gets clean. They've got 2 minutes to do their final lap. Let's see what A-Lock can do. Final turn, back to fifth, holds it nice and tight, gets on the gas. Vlad does go. Yeah, Vlad, yeah, totally. Gonna be slow today, pedals. 1:19.707 for Vlad. New pole sitter. Knocks Rico off the perch after the checkered flag. I told you he was sandbagging. I told you. Yeah, new pedals. Yeah. Oh boy, good time, mate. Well done. Well done. So the top three potentially are set unless no Cheeky Otter's going to come into the pits and there's no one else out on track. So it'll be Vlad with the 1:19.707. Rico, 1:19.87. Audi Man, number 3, 1:19.93. CSAVs, 1:19.9. Cheeky Otter, then Hickey Cat, DJ Millsy, Noxie, A-Lock in 9th. And Cato, Sinker in 10th, then Cato, Beatty Nuts, Ronaldinho, Jacarebo, V-Ducks, Otens, and the Viking didn't come out and play either. Okay, we'll get set for the race. We'll be back in just a few moments' time. Okay, we are getting set to go racing here in Italy, and turn one will be an absolute ripper, I dare say. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Drivers now in their cars, selecting their strategies and their fuel loads. Which way are they going to go? They're going to go hards, mediums, hards, softs, softs, hards, mediums, hards. Soft, medium, softs. Or you're going to be like Viking and use every pair of tyres that you've got in the bank. I seem to remember him being very, very quick here too, if my memory serves me correct. So expect him to be charging from the back of the pack. Okay, here we go. Off on the warm-up lap. Vlad will start from pole position. Let's